Hello, my name is Jimena Abraham del Rio, and today I'm going to talk about grammatical equivalence. This is important to take account when we translate because we need to understand the text, what we are going to translate or interpret, and we need to take account many concepts before and before to translate, and they have the production or the reproduction of the text. Okay, the first is a concept that we need to understand is what means equivalence. An equivalence is a reformulation that produce an equivalent text in the target language by using a completely different stylics and structural method. There are three types of grammatical equivalence guidelines that are according to how they are used in translation. And these three types are formal equivalence, dynamic equivalence, and cognitive equivalence. In the formal equivalence, the target text message, both content and form, should closely match the very source text. Okay? And also, the formal equivalence is associated with literal approaches to translation. This is important to understand that the formal equivalence focuses on content and form. In the dynamic equivalence, that means that the relationship between receptor and message should be substantially the same as that which exists between the original receptor and the message. Also, the dynamic equivalence is the equivalence of effect on target text readers to experience that text the same way the source text readers did reading and reading in the source language. Okay? The dynamic equivalence translation aim at complete naturalness of expression and also is associated with freer approaches to translation. The cognitive equivalence is the third type of grammatical equivalence, and it focuses on the same content and the same information. There are a relationship between the three basic language functions and the three equivalence orientations. The three basic language is the expressive function, informative function, and vocative function. Okay, for example, the expressive function is associated with the formal equivalence. But on the other hand, informative function is associated with cognitive equivalence. And finally, the vocative function is associated with a dynamic equivalence. This is a review to understand what means the grammatical equivalence, okay? Okay, this is a review of the three types of grammatical equivalent. That is the formal equivalence focus on source, text, form, and structure. Okay, focus only in the form and structure. The dynamic equivalence focus on the target text reader effect and response, and the cognitive equivalence focus in the content and information. And that's it. Thank you.